So let's just jump right in. The very first card that you got is from Kali Ma, talking about facing fear. So maybe there's some things that might be coming up where you might need to face some fear because major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So spiritual changes, major spiritual changes for you, because as we ascend, the frequencies are getting higher, which means more spiritual insights, any kind of psychic abilities will be increasing. You got the clairvoyance card, saying that these spiritual, major spiritual changes that are coming. You might begin to notice that with clairvoyance, that is the third eye. That's where you see spiritual sight. Raziel is helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can see heavenly love. So we got increase in spiritual frequencies, and we also got devotion from Krishna. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. So we're going to see heavenly love from clairvoyance. Some more images will be shown to you. Now this might be a little scary for you because you might not know what's going on. You guys are very earthy. You're the goat. Very earthy, so it might be kind of strange to suddenly start having visions of things where you're not used to having that happen. That's clairvoyance, and that's happening to all of humanity. Everything's increasing, frequencies increasing. So if that's scary to you, Krishna is here to just sort of help. There's others here too to help you with that. Let it be fun. It's really fun. You're also getting a little assistance from many of your loved ones who might be on the other side. Any loved ones on the other side are saying hello, and they're with you. They're wanting me to hold these two together to just almost amplify the idea that your loved ones are most certainly with you and letting you know that you are loved. Two cards saying that. You are loved unconditionally. Three cards saying that, actually, in a spiritual sense. You also got Kali talking about beginnings, endings, and beginnings. Kali she can be pretty intense, kind of like you guys. Can be kind of intense. So she's saying, the endings are happening, but it's really great because new beginnings can be fantastic. So she's coming in, and then the next card that came in was volatility. So it could be that what needs to end is something that's just very volatile. It's just not very structured, and you like structure. So if something's going on that's not very structured, or if something's going on that's making you feel like this, where you just want to explode. You just want to explode. Things just aren't working the way that you want them to be working in a particular situation. It could be at work. It feels a lot like it's at work. But it also could be relationships. It just feels more like it's at work. But this is a general reading, so it may not apply to all of you. I asked Spirit for a reading that would apply to the most Capricorns for themselves, and also for them in relation to all of humanity. And this was the reading that you got. So the volatility, yeah, it could be you, or it could be the other. Whatever the situation is that it looks like it's needing to end. You also got a lot of cards here now that talk about assisting you with the ending, and also the beginning. So your reading is really nice. It's like your spiritual knowledge, wisdom, abilities are increasing, as are everyone's. It might be a little scary to you, but you have support from Raziel and also from loved ones on the other side. You have an ending happening where there's some volatility. It's just really not healthy for you, whether you are the volatile one or the situation is volatile. Either way, it's kind of time for that sort of energy. It's not good for you. It's not healthy for you. So time for that to end. One thing you can do to help that is you got the dietary changes. So with dietary changes, you know, we are what we eat. So there might be some okay, so you might eat really well already, in which case it might just be a vitamin deficiency. Maybe there's a vitamin that you could supplement that would make you feel a lot better pretty quick. You know, with volatility can be pretty stressful, so you want to check B12. They're saying B12 is what they're saying. There also might be some minerals that you're low on. So kind of look at that. Maybe do a little bit of research and see what you can find about that with how you're feeling and some kind of dietary change that might help you feel a little bit better on the physical level. And we also have take back your power. We have walk away from this situation that's not serving you anymore. Take your power back. Walk away. Walking away is an option. It's always an option. You're a sovereign being. You don't have to stay in a bad situation or in a situation that's not healthy for you. Whether the, you know, they keep showing me this volatile. If this is you, then walking away from the situation that is encouraging this or inspiring this or invoking this in you, to take your power back in terms of getting in your heart space so that this volatility doesn't build up and then need to explode. So by using your God-given intention, manifest the blessings in your life, things that would make you happy, things that would bring you peace, things that would bring you peace. We have the peace offering from White Buffalo Calf Woman is saying, you know, take your power back from this volatile situation, walk away from it, because peace is available for you. Peace is available for you. Take your power back. Walking away is an option. If that feels too much, like you're just not quite ready to walk away from it, and the thing about volatility is that it's almost like a cycle. It's like it builds up, builds up, builds up, builds up, and then it explodes. And once it explodes, you kind of feel better. And so you might be going, okay, you know what? I don't really need to walk away because I'm okay now. I've exploded, or they've exploded and now they're calm. So it's okay now, at least for a little bit. It's a cycle that we can get into. It's really not so healthy. But if walking away is too much, then we also have Ishtar saying, you know what, if you're going to stay, if you want to stay in this situation, whatever it is, relationship, work, whatever it is, be mindful of your boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no if someone's demanding your time or your energy. If someone sort of sucks your energy, being around this situation drains you, you can say no to those situations, and just set some boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no sometimes. You can do it. You can do that easily. You're strong. You're much stronger than you think you are. So as far as walking away, if that makes you nervous, you could just rather set boundaries, stand in your power, You guys are really powerful, so stand in your power. You're stronger than you think you are. What they're telling me right now, though, is with spiritual frequencies increasing, it might be making you uncomfortable and just kind of rocking your world a little bit. You are the earth beings, so a higher spiritual knowledge, wisdom coming to you could be a little, kind of rock your world a little bit, but you're okay. You're stronger than you think you are. The other thing you can do that might help with this situation is affirmations. Also, they want to show this image where she's just kind of hanging out, taking a little bit of, downtime, taking some quiet time, some stillness will be helpful. For Mother Earth says, take some time to just be still. In terms of, taking back your power, meaning getting back into your own heart space. These two things will help you do that. Just getting back into your own heart space. Your power is within you. Your power is in your heart space. And so, sort of daydreaming, even though it's nighttime in this, she's just kind of hanging out, looking at the stars, thinking about things, just taking a bit of downtime, some quiet time, some stillness will be really helpful to just sort of calm you down, and actually might help in soothing this. So before it explodes, as it's building up, taking some quiet time and just hanging out on the moon can just calm that down, so that volatile doesn't need to get to that point. Does that make sense? Another thing that can help you with your endings and new beginnings is to clear your space. Clear out your space. Going through any things that clothes you haven't worn in a year, items, just stuff in your house that just doesn't really resonate with you anymore. Clearing your space. Get rid of clutter. Clear the energy. Feng Shui would be really helpful to get the energy more comfortable with your heart space and what feels good to you. And notice how it feels to you. Notice how it feels to you. So as this frequency goes up, and it might be fearful, use curiosity. Curiosity is really good in the face of fear. Get curious, Get curious if you start seeing some images about things. You sort of just start knowing things. Get curious, like, wow, this is interesting. I haven't experienced this before. Or it's amping up and happening more often or something. But you can trust what comes. You can trust what comes. Let it be fun. You can also look at the moon, the cycles of the moon, full moon, new moon, those sorts of things. The energy of the moon affects the energy of the earth and all of its inhabitants. So you might get curious in the way that you look at moon cycles, maybe do a little research on moon cycles, and then just sort of notice how it feels in your body when there's a full moon. Notice how it feels when there's a new moon. It might feel different. And take advantage of how that feels for you in each of the cycles. That will help you move forward. The other part that you had in terms of new beginnings is very exciting. We have a business venture. A new business venture could be really good. You've got all these little happy guys playing with buckets of money, and they're like little trolls, like little dwarfs. Trust and follow through on a new business idea or a career possibility. This feels like this might be where your passion is. Finding your passion and taking it into a business venture will be successful for you. The business adventure might be some kind of artistic expression. That's what you got from Paul the Venetian. Some kind of artistic expression where you create something. This business venture with art and passion can be really good for you. Look at that. Really, really good for you. You might also write. Now, writing is coming up actually with two meanings. One meaning for this has to do with the endings. So if the ending or the challenging space that you're in, writing, journaling, how you feel about it, if you're angry. Writing is another way to sort of help you calm and soothe this so this doesn't happen. Writing can sort of get your thoughts and your feelings and that energy out through your hand to the paper and get it out. Writing can be really good for that. The other purpose of this card has to do with this artistic expression and this business venture. You may be a writer of some kind. You may write some things that that interest you, that you're passionate about. Writing could be something it is one form of artistic expression that could be part of this business venture. Again, that might apply to you, it might not. This is a general reading. So, but business venture where the passion is definitely going to bring some prosperity to you. It says Lakshmi. It says the prosperity, lots of prosperity and happiness and passion and creativity is a really nice new beginning for you. So even if you stay in the old situation, setting boundaries on your time and energy, so that even if you stay, the boundaries will help you pursue this maybe at the same time. Simultaneously, you can pursue this and get into new beginnings. You know, she just keeps looking at me like it's almost like there's gonna be an intervention and this is going to end. It feels too volatile. Like it is just not healthy for you to be volatile. So, but the good news is that you have this business venture where your passion really is and your art in your artistic expression. See, this is why it feels to me like this ending is a work type situation, because everything about the second half of your reading in terms of where they address new beginnings feels like it's all about work. It feels like it's work related. So this might be a job for you to walk away from, or if you stay in the job, it's like, okay, you know what, I'm not willing to do that. I need more time off. You know, those sorts of things. Like if you want me to be more productive here at this workplace, these are the things that I need. Right? This is what I need. And you can speak that. You can speak your truth. Love yourself enough to do that. To make room for this. This is the fun stuff. This is the moving forward, new beginnings, fun stuff. Fun.